How's it going, everybody? Happy 2022. We are officially in the year of Splatoon 3. With Splatoon 3 right around the corner, I wanted to take a close look at the series and talk about some things that I actually don't want to see make a return for Splatoon 3. Now, I've put thousands of hours into this series between the first two games. I played them both a lot, so I have some pretty strong opinions. I don't really claim to be a master of Splatoon. I don't really claim to know everything about the series. There's a ton I don't know and understand about this series. But as someone who plays the game a lot, there are just some things that are in Splatoon 1 and 2 that I absolutely don't want to see it come back to the series ever again. But by all means, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments what you guys think should or should not make a return into the third game. I'll probably make a separate video about what things I do want to see in the third game, but this one's not that. And also, I'm trying something new where I'm not going to capture relevant footage to each topic. I'm just going to play some basic ranked gameplay in the background here. So what's going on the screen isn't really important. It's more just kind of flavor for what we're talking about. All the important stuff is what's coming out of my mouth, not my thumbs. So without any further ado, let's hit the bottom 10. Number 10, the same campaign again. Now, Splatoon 1's campaign wasn't anything to write home about, so I was super confused when the sequel literally had the same exact thing. There's really nothing about this I enjoy. It's super repetitive and rarely a challenge. I never bothered to unlock the hero weapons in Splatoon 2 because I couldn't bear the thought of having to play more of this campaign. Now, I beat it and called it a wasted day. I've got high hopes that Splatoon 3 will have a better campaign because Auto Expansion was an absolute joy to play in comparison. I'm really hoping the next campaign's more like that, or just anything different really. Number 9, mode rotations. Now, most people who I talk to agree that we all have ranked modes that we like and those that we can't stand. I like Splat Zones, and Clam Blitz is pretty fun too. Tower Control isn't awful, but Rainmaker's the worst. So imagine my frustration when I get home from work after a long day, and I have like half an hour or so to game before I've got other stuff I gotta get done, and it's just stuck on Rainmaker for the next 2 hours. So instead, I'm like, well, maybe I'll do some Salmon Run, but oops, it's not available today. There's literally no good reason to have ranked modes on a rotation. Just do what every other game does and just have them all available all the time. Even if it's a system like Overwatch where you just kind of queue into competitive mode and you don't know what you're gonna get until it's time to play. Like, that would be way more enjoyable to me than playing the same game mode on the same 2 levels for 2 hours straight. Even after 2 hours on my favorite mode, I'm thinking to myself, Rainmaker doesn't sound so bad right now. Number 8, bad balancing. This one's kind of a small one, but it's still kind of relevant. I play a lot of Turf War because it's actually legitimately my favorite game mode, but it feels like when it comes to matchmaking, Nintendo kind of just throws Turf War in the bath and forget about it while the water runs. It seems like every other game you've got like 2 long-range weapons on one team and none on the other team, or some other ridiculous matchup like that. The matchmaking for ranked isn't awful. It's far from perfect, but at least there's some thought behind it. So why does Turf War get the shaft? Just have some more thought about weapon balancing in the matchup mode. That's really all I want here. Number 7, map rotations. Now, this is kind of similar to modes. Map rotations need to go. We all have our favorites. We all have maps we can't stand. If I see Moray Towers one more time, I'm gonna flip. Having a 2-hour window where you're stuck playing 2 maps out of the 46 that are available in this game is absolutely unnecessary. Drop the rotation, let us play all the maps all the time, or at the very least, way more than 2. Number 6, lag/ping issues. We've all had moments where we're advancing on the enemy team, we duck behind a wall to avoid being shot, and we get shot anyway. Or you splat someone and then die to the ink that their gun shot after they died. The lag in this game is maddening, and I feel like it's just because of the ancient servers Splatoon 2 runs on. The newer servers that you see games like Monster Hunter Rise on will hopefully work much better, and so I hope that this issue will be a thing of the past, and I can stop being punished for things that aren't my fault. Number 5, Squid Partiers. There's a special circle in hell for Squid Partiers. Nothing makes me angrier than playing a game and having a teammate flopping around like a fish on PCP doing jack squat. How is this okay? If you do this, don't do this. But I have a proposed solution. A party mode. You load into a stage kind of like Starfish main stage, and there's a rotation of different idols there. The Squid Sisters, Off the Hook, whatever the new ones are, maybe some of the other bands in the Splatoon universe. Splatooniverse? And there's like 20 to 50 other players there. You can queue with your friends or just randoms, whatever. There's no guns, no ink, no weapons, no timer. You just flop around to the music and have a big party. That way you get it all out of your system without having to ruin the entire game for the rest of us. Number 4, regional exclusive gear. Now this, again, is something small, but really irked me about Splatoon 2. I really wanted that secret agent gear set, but it was a Japan-only exclusive. I'm fine with the region-exclusive Splatfests, but the actual gear that we use to play the game, come on, Papa Nintendo, I want to wear a suit to war, let's go. Number 3, old levels. Now, like I said, I've been playing Splatoon since the launch of Splatoon 1, which means I've been playing Moray Towers for almost 7 years. I don't want to play Moray Towers ever again. I don't even want to play some of the fun maps from Splatoon 2 anymore. Mako Mart's one of my favorite levels, but after 4.5 years, I'm sick of it. I want all new levels to learn and play on. I don't want to play Kelp Dome anymore. I want to play in a baseball stadium or an arcade or a cool restaurant or a new downtown area. Now, the one thing I might be okay with is bringing back some of the levels from Splatoon 1, because we haven't really been playing those much for the past 4 or 5 years. I know there's already some screenshots of old levels in the new game, so I'm not super hopeful about this, but I'm going to keep smiling anyway. Number 2, making it hard to play with friends. I hate that you have to, like, unlock the ability to play with friends. To get to League, you have to play ranked a bunch and all that jazz, which means if you buy Splatoon 2 and you want to play with your friends, you have to play it by yourself a bunch first. Not a fan of that. Even just creating a lobby for Turf War. If me and like 5 friends want to play together, then I just have to hop into a game and the others join on me. And then they have to wait for some spots to open up. It would be way more convenient if we could just make a 6-stack and then jump into a public lobby and have it filled with 2 more randos. Stop making it so hard to play with my friends. And the number one thing I don't want to see in Splatoon 3, Pearl. No, I'm kidding. This one's kind of like number 6 with the bad ping. It's disconnects. The servers are so unstable that players drop from the game all the time. It happens so often we actually made a custom emote for it over on my Twitch page. Again, I'm hoping this will be fixed by having the game run on newer, better servers. Hoping. But in the likely event someone disconnects from the game, here's a crazy idea that would never work. Fill it with a bot. Nintendo's proven that they're capable of making AI that plays the game pretty well in the campaign. It would almost be kind of cool if you're playing a game, suddenly someone poofs out of existence and gets replaced by like Marina or Callie and they fight alongside you. A bad, frustrating time is suddenly saved. Cool stuff. So what do y'all think? Did I miss anything? Am I wrong about anything? Let me know, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Splatoon content. Or if you prefer playing a video game instead of listening to people talk about it, I stream Splatoon 2 all the time on Twitch with my viewers, so come follow me there too. Links to all that nonsense is in the description, so until next time, I'm Jay, you're probably not, and I hope you have a good one.